Hello, hello. What's up, everybody? So sorry you were late. Totally my fault.
It's
It's
okay.
okay. Thank you guys for understanding. But yeah, we can also blame the holidays too. It's not just my fault. It's holidays too.
The holiday times are always crazy, so it's okay.
Yeah, they are. But we made it.
We
We're
did.
we're here, and we have, as usual, a lot to talk about today. Um,
Mhm.
there's gonna be quite a bit of Resident Evil hype. I know we probably all both of us have probably been talking about Leon for, like, the past week on every stream, like, just
Yeah.
casually bringing him up whenever we can,
It's hard
'cause it's
not
Leon.
to. He's
Did you s
perfect.
He is, and, I I saw something that was like men and me and Vara don't fall under this at all because we totally understand why guys want hot women in gaming, right? But guys are like, I don't want to hear anything from the women complaining about us wanting hot girls in gaming after that Resident Evil trailer dropped and every girl is losing their mind. I'm like, fair, but not all girls. Don't lump us all together. Some of us understand that you want hot women. Okay,
Yeah,
just
that's
saying.
true, and that's fine. I'd rather look at attractive characters regardless of the gender than, looking at land whales all the time. So that's okay.
Land whales. That's a nice way of putting it.
Yeah. It's like I don't want to see a 500-pound blue-haired freak as Superman. I would expect a pretty masculine, hunky man. So like I also would expect a Wonder Woman to not be a 500-pound blue-haired land whale either.
I
I'm
mean,
all for equality, true equality.
absolutely. I mean, how long did it take all of us to realize that Gal Gadot couldn't actually act?
Oh,
It took us it took us a
Kal-El!
little while because, like, the first Wonder Woman movie, everyone was like, "That was fantastic."
I think that it's just in very like select roles she's done okay, but it doesn't help when it's a bad script and she's sort of debuffed. So I think that she can do okay, but she's a little too, yeah, emotionless in a lot of roles.
Did you watch that one with her? Like, I mean, digress. That's what we do, guys. Not that we actually have to have topics, right? I mean, we're Furbies. We go off.
Mhm.
But did you see what was that one movie? I forget what it was called with her. It was her and Arnie Hammer, like where she was
Oh, on
rich
the Nile.
on the
Death
Nile.
on the
That's what it was.
Nile. Yeah.
Dude, that
I
acting.
I I
I
actually
liked the
thought that
movie,
plot,
but
yeah, wasn't bad, but she was just like, "Enough champagne to fill the night." It's
that's
so
that's
bad.
what I mean. Like, I actually liked the movie itself, but, like, her
Yeah.
acting, I was like, "This is." I think that's when we all were like, "Wait,
Red flag.
wait a minute." Like, at least she's hot though, right? Um, but speaking of that, have you guys seen people losing their minds because they're actually making Lara Croft hot again?
Shocking. Who would have thunk it? A once attractive character being turned attractive again? Man, we're going back to the gaming dark ages of women being pretty.
Yeah, like the horror. What was I think you did a video on this.
I did, yeah.
But I mean specifically what I'm about to bring up, that the idiot that was like, "Oh my god, I can't
The
believe he
eyelashes.
has falsies, I can't even say it. Falsies, red flag." Like, sorry, listen, I'm tired, okay?
And then they went in the comments and they were like, "Oh, you guys just proved my point, getting outraged over a joke. It clearly wasn't a joke. You clearly were taking yourself seriously."
And
And then I get it, right? When you've got like 7 million views on a post and everybody's wrecking you, you're a little bit embarrassed. I understand that. If you're
when you
not like
get
prepared for that mindset to constantly be wrecked on social media, it's a little jarring. But at the same time, don't talk shit if you don't expect to face backlash for it or pushback for it.
yeah, just because the ratio didn't work in your favor, like,
Yeah.
calm down a little bit. I that was just that's so insane to me because, like, I think what in the brains of these leftists is what they're thinking is
Wait, they have
happening.
brains?
Well, to function, not that they're functioning properly, but, like, so they
Yeah.
can, breathe and all that. Um, they think that it's like a like, we're getting owned by the Trumpers, by the MAGA because they wanna make gaming hot again, and, well, she's hot, so I'm triggered, like but that's the thing, like, a fictional character I wanna find the tweet. Did you retweet it? I can probably find it. I might have bookmarked it, but I wanted to find
I
it and bring it up.
don't think I did, but I could find it, probably.
Um, you're faster at this than me. But really, like, it shows the insecurity of these people too,
I
because you
put it in chat.
thank you. You are upset that a fictional character looks better than you? Like, I don't understand that mindset. Like, if I see anyone that looks better than me, I don't get triggered, first of all, but I mean, it's a video game character. And so this is who we're talking about, Miss, Stella Wolf. This new design for Lara Croft is really jarring. I joke that she looks like those anti-woke face-tuned photos of make gaming characters hot again. See, there it is. But I don't know if it's a joke anymore. What do you mean she's fighting for her life and has a thick set of falsies? Well, why can't she look good and fight crime? It reminds me of, like not fight crime, but it reminds me of that the meme. It was from Reno 911 when she was like, "You can't fight crime if you ain't cute," and it's like
Yep. Yeah.
everybody playing as a like, every girl playing as a hot female character.
Mhm,
But
and the
it's
funniest
true.
thing about this is they're bothered by the fact that Lara Croft is pretty, and that's unrealistic, but her fighting T-Rexes and dinosaurs isn't unrealistic. Like, that's where you draw the line is fake eyelashes. Like, that's a step too far, not the dinosaur part.
Yeah, seriously, and thanks, Monty. I didn't think anyone was gonna catch that. Stop. I don't want people to catch on. Just kidding.
Well,
But no,
Stella
it
here, the quote unquote award-winning journalist, figured it out.
darn it, Stella.
Yeah,
Roast
journalism at its
me.
finest.
Oh my gosh. Like, I just want hold on. Wow, no pronouns in bio. I'm actually
I'm
shocked.
shocked. Yeah.
But you know what? This right here is like the equivalent. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Um, ugh, that's just all right. Goodbye, Stella. Goodbye. I just can't believe people like because you have nothing to pick on. Like, what is she gonna say? Like, I can't believe they made Lara look the way she used to look.
Right. It just shows how much of a tourist this person really is because Lara Croft has always been very fashionable. She's always put sort of all of her assets on display. And sure, you could argue, oh, it's the other game developers, whatever. Those are the people that made Lara Croft special in the first place, though. So by uglifying her, by toning her down, by disrespecting the character, it just goes to show how little these new set of developers actually care, how little these people complaining about Lara Croft's look actually like how little they care about her as a character. Now, I don't really expect video game journalists to actually play games because most of them don't at this point. But man, is it hilarious to see them get completely and utterly obliterated on the internet.
Oh, it's great. The ratios are they just I don't know. They're nice, you know? I
They
know you
are,
do.
yeah.
They're very nice because it just shows like, no, it's not just me that thinks you're retarded, okay? A lot of people do. Like, is this her Lara, I guess, right? Like got Haley Atwell, who like and bless Vara for watching this entire show. I couldn't. So, she's doing the work for
Mhm.
us, okay? But really,
Oof.
like how she doesn't have falsies, so this is a very more accurate Lara,
And
okay?
she, I'm pretty sure is gonna be a lesbian, so 'cause, oh my
Oh,
gosh, throughout the whole show, there's, like, this angst about I don't remember the other female character's name. I've tried to block this out of my memory, but she's constantly talking about her and asking her friends, like, "What's she up to? What's she doing?" And they're like, "You guys needed space from each other." So while they didn't, like, specify that they were, like, lesbian lovers, I'm 98% sure that that's what's going to happen in the next season and what they're going to establish.
of
So,
course.
yay! Woo! Exactly what
Yes.
everyone expected.
This Drew will love it. He's gonna start buying some Tomb Raider shirts, but specifically the Netflix one, because he did that. He's probably the only person in the world that bought She-Hulk merch. She bought the shirts.
Probably. I mean, I'm willing
Oh.
to buy a lot of stupid stuff, but She-Hulk, I think that's where I personally like draw my line.
Yeah, well, this Brew's British, we can't
He's
figure them out.
special. It's
He's
okay.
he's special.
He rides the bus. We
He's a
know. It's
special
all
he's a
right.
special case, and he admits it. He's totally cool with it.
Yeah, we'll
Did
forgive him.
we forgive him this time. He's gonna pop in and be like, "Yeah, well, I don't know." But, okay, here we go, talking about what we're really here to talk about. Everybody in the chat, this is all you wanna hear about, 'cause it's all that we can think about for the past week.
Leon!
Leon! Uh,
Woo!
so the Resident Evil Requiem producer, Kumazawa? Kumazawa, I'm
I
guessing?
think that's how you
Reg
say it.
regarding Leon's design, we have many women on staff who are Leon fans, so we got a lot of, feedback.
Thank God.
Yeah, so, back to, when we were talking about the hair, I do get
It
what
still
you were
looks
saying,
very,
but
like,
it's
My
like that's
Chemical Romance,
it's his
early
signature
2000s. I
it's
know.
his signature thing, so it's like, we will forgive for that, because he's always had, that boy band hair, right?
I don't think it's ever changed length though. That's my problem
No,
too.
he's
It's like
he's
who's cutting his hair, you know? Like
he's
how are
so
they so
stressed.
precise?
He's so stressed that it doesn't even grow.
Yeah, I
He's
guess maybe.
traumatized from Raccoon City that he's like, "You know what? It's just me." He's not going through a phase. This is just Leon. He has the emo swoop, and you know what? He earned it, I think. He's
he
been through
he
a lot.
he does, but um scroll back up slightly. Imagine if you had women replaced with men and it was about like I don't know, Jill or Claire or Ada, for example. Oh, we had many men on staff who are Ada Wong fans, so we got a lot of
Oh.
well feedback. Imagine the meltdowns if it was
Oh.
this way. But nobody cares if a male character happens to have a design that is more attractive to women or just looks cooler because everybody can appreciate Leon's new design the same way 98% of people would appreciate a new Ada or Jill or Claire design if they happen to look pretty in that too.
Yeah, and on that topic, people were so mad about, was it Ada's voice actor in which remake was it?
4?
It was 4? The
Yeah.
people hated it, because even, Dead by Daylight had a better voice actress for Ada than Resident Evil 4 had. So it's not even just about the looks, they like her voice, right? They did a weird voice, I guess, for I still like the
Yeah.
remake for
Well,
4, but
also, another problem, because I'd done a video on it when it happened, the voice actress responded to like what she called abusive trolls. And so if you were criticizing her voice acting in it, she was just calling you an abusive troll, which I mean, unfortunately happens a lot now, but she basically said it's my take on Ada and she's my character and I was told I could do what I wanted and my Ada isn't just a stereotype and I mean, she went on and on about people who were criticizing her performance.
well, if you can't take it, then stay off the internet because
Yeah.
that's what the internet is 90% trolls. Sometimes they're funny, and sometimes they're right, and sometimes they're just really stupid.
I think a
But
problem is just that people take things so personally, and I understand that when you're, let's say, a game developer and you're working on a game for a decade, you're attached to these characters, you're passionate about them, and you want people to love them the same way you do. But it is also okay and so much more mature if you just say, yeah, this version of the character is not going to be for everybody. I at least appreciate you, listening to some of my voice lines and clips and giving it a chance, even if you don't like it, and, moving on with their day. But they always take it too far and label people, and that's the major issue.
yeah, it's always that we're wrong for even if they get nice feedback. If it's not the feedback they want,
Right.
then we're the problem. And it's
Hmm.
it's so crazy to me that that's where we're at now because back in the day they actually used to listen to fans because we're the ones that give them money. We buy their products, so you would think, hey, let's make these people happy.
Well, and yeah, and I think that this is funny because, of course, this has been a big conversation for a long time. Is if you criticize somebody's performance and you don't like their version of a character, you're an isterophobe. But even if it's on the opposite side of the spectrum and you praise them, you're also labeled terrible things, like in Expedition 33, how they say if you like Mayel because she's 16 when the game starts, you're a pedo. You know, if you say you like her as a character and you think she's an amazing character, they label you terrible things, even if you respond positively, but they always find an issue with what you say.
Absolutely. If they don't agree with your social or political takes, then you're just always going to be wrong no matter what.
Hmm.
But you know what? What's not wrong is Leon. And I
Yeah,
think we can all
everybody
agree
loves
on
this
that.
design and for a good reason. And to be fair, like, how different were they really gonna make him look? I don't think that they
It
were ever
killed
gonna
the
make
swoop.
him like overweight and ugly. But
Oh
at the
no.
same time, sure, if you can add a little bit more appeal for the females in your audience, or you actually listen to, female developers, which by the way, I thought there were no women in the games industry. I thought women were, being kicked out of the games industry.
They're all fired.
Yeah, right. I think that it's perfectly fine. He looks cool, and everyone's gonna actually appreciate his design, male or female.
Yeah, absolutely. I haven't heard any complaints yet. So we'll see. We'll see what happens if people mod it like with his
He's
shirt
too
off.
hot.
He's not
I hate him.
Yeah, all the men are gonna come out and be like, "Listen, I don't feel represented here. He doesn't have Cheeto dust fingers. He doesn't.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a Mountain Dew in his hand. Like, come on.
How am I supposed to connect with him?
There's nothing."
Yeah, but that's how these people actually act, and it's pretty pathetic.
His hair cascades down his high cheekbones so beautifully. See, Ian gets it. Ian gets
Very
it.
specific wording, but yes, maybe a little gay, but that's all right. And you know what? We'll forgive you.
Meme in Discord, perfect for this topic. Oh no, what'd you do? Risk it. What did you do?
Uh-oh.
Hold on. Let's see. Here we go. I'll share it. Hello. There it goes. Like, hello. Why does he look like that's like perfect, his face actually.
It really is, yeah.
Oh my gosh. 50 Shades of Leon, yeah.
He's a cool character.
He is. He's like I said, I know people have their favorite characters. Obviously for Resident Evil, and Leon's not everyone's favorite. Like the boys, they really like, well, Ada, Claire, or Jill more for the most part. But I think it's safe to say that Leon is the face of Resident Evil because he's been in the most games, like, compared to the rest of the OGs, right? Like Chris,
Yeah.
Jill, and so he's everybody's favorite. And anything else before I move forward? We zip through topics. I don't know if you have any more Leon comments.
I love Leon. Thank you.
I love Lamp. I love Leon.
Yes. Yeah.
This game, I don't remember if I sent this to you in the chat, in our group chat, but this looks kind of interesting. It's here, let me actually keep the tweet open before I share it in full screen. It's a first look at, make sure I'm sharing the sound okay. Lucid Falls. Have you heard of this yet?
I have heard of it, yes.
So it's a psychological horror game where you're trapped in a lucid dream. That sounds like everyone's nightmare.
It does.
Like have you ever had like I don't know, like a sleep paralysis moment in your life, like where you're like awake?
Yeah.
Not that you've seen anything. I know people say like sleep paralysis, demons and stuff. I've never had that, but I remember specifically, and this was like one of my first apartments that I ever had, like on my own. I could there was a couple of days that happened right as I couldn't get out of bed, and it like freaked me out. I didn't see a monster or anything, but like I was awake and like looking at my wall and I couldn't get up, and it was terrifying.
Yeah, that's terrifying. I'm good on that. I'm gonna pass.
Please don't talk about that
anymore. Keep that energy over there. Thank you.
It was so scary, but that's like the vibe that I feel like if you're like stuck in a lucid dream. But
yeah.
Let's check this out.
それに境目はない。脳は深海より深く、迫り来る暗闇からは逃れられない。
Oh, no, thank you. I think it looks interesting. They're not really showing us too much, but that might be a good thing, right? 'Cause they want
Yeah,
if there's
because
like a story.
yeah, they want to leave a little bit of like suspense. I think that it looks really cool. I don't know what developers making it though.
I know we always have to look at that now.
Yeah, we do. We do.
I learned
I'll
my
see if I can
lesson.
find it.
Poor choices, Ray. Thank you, ladies. Hello, everybody. Sorry for the scariness as soon as you came in. They're probably like, come on.
It's by Eldamar Studios. They don't have any other games released. So it's an indie team.
Oh, okay. That could be promising.
It could be, yeah. It's always so tough because especially when it comes to like AAA companies, they're so questionable. Luckily, it's usually easier to kind of tell how like passionate developers are when they're indie and AA because they actually care a little bit more about the response and they're better at like actually making posts on social media and whatnot. But I think that this sounds like a really cool. I think it sounds like a really cool game.
It does. It just says coming soon to Steam, so we don't really know when. So I guess we'll just keep our eye on it. I thought it looked interesting though. When was this posted? Oh yeah, the other day. Okay. So yeah, it's new.
It is. So I was looking at their X account. The only thing I'll say is that they are Canadian, and ye old Canadian developers are maybe, a little bit suspicious,
A
but
little bit,
yeah,
but
but
it
the
doesn't mean
game itself looks cool.
The game might be cool. So, all right. Behavior, they're Canadian, right? And they're the ones that did Dead by Daylight.
Yeah.
The game, there's good and bad about the game.
Behavior sucks. I know somebody who had worked at Behavior.
Yeah.
They hated it. They said everybody was shit and the studio culture was toxic as hell. And if you didn't agree with everything that they said, they'd ostracize you. So
yeah, well, because it's the same game. Like you guys know, I like Dead by Daylight. I haven't played it in a couple months, so like I pretty much only pick it up now when there's a new chapter that drops that I like, and they're adding Vecna next month. So, all right, they're gonna get me back for like a week.
That'd be cool.
But there's the same game that it's a game where you have to run away from a murderer that puts you on a hook. But if you're playing as a character like Jill, Leon, they're in it. They have guns in their holsters. No, it's just holsters with no guns. Because no guns. Guns are bad, but it's okay to be slapped up on a hook.
Yeah, you can have these like very gory, brutal characters and scenarios, but man, having a gun in a holster, that's a step too far. Can't you hang people on like meat hooks?
Yeah, that's how you kill
them.
Mean.
Yeah. So that's okay though, guys. What the heck?
Yeah, and people like will, stick up for them and say, well, it's because it's supposed to, if you have a gun, it takes you out of like like being scared and running for your life. It's like, well, no, because you can't use them. You can't fight back. So why does it matter? If the funniest one to me is Ash from Evil Dead. He has the huge shotgun holster in his back, and there's no shotgun in there.
That's so stupid.
I'm like, okay, Fortnite, a game that's, arguably for children, they can have guns.
What's Dead by Daylight's ESRB rating?
I don't know.
Is it M? I would assume.
Oh yeah, because there's a lot of blood and like the noise. Every time I play that,
yeah, it's M for mature. Why can't they have a gun? That's stupid.
Because they're Canadian. That's why.
Yeah, ye old Canadians. I mean, I don't hate Canadians, but like Sweet Baby's Canadian. Yeah, Canadian developers are very progressive.
Some Canadians. X-Ray's Canadian, and we love her.
Yeah,
but she kind of doesn't claim them. She's practically American at this point. So
yeah, honorary American.
She's an honorary American. Yeah. Let me catch up on supers, guys. Thank you so much, and sorry again. Thank you, everyone, just now tuning in that we were 30 minutes late. Totally my fault, but
it's okay. Life comes first. I know.
Things happen. Cation Corey, thank you for the 5. Grandma complained that with age, her joints were getting weaker. I told her just to roll them a little tighter. Oh, come on, Corey. Oh man, I know some stoners that would like that one. Thank you, Corey.
That's a good one.
That was a good one. It was. Hokies, thank you for the 10. A priest, a pastor, and did you mean rabbi or do you mean rabbit? Entered a clinic to donate blood. I think you meant rabbi. The nurse asks the rabbi, "What's your blood type?" I'm probably a type O. said the rabbit. Is it rabbit or rabbi? I'm confused now because you would think priest.
I don't know, and I don't get it either way.
You got to clarify this joke.
I mean, he did type rabbit 3 times, so I would assume it's rabbit.
You meant rabbit. It's not a, okay, hold on. I don't get the joke, Hokies. I'm probably a type O said the rabbit. I know I don't. It is rabbit.
I know it's supposed to say typo, but I don't understand how.
Oh, rabbit is the typo. We're just it went over heads.
Okay.
Type O.
Okay. I see.
Sorry,
I
Hokie.
see.
I butchered your joke, but to be fair,
You did. I was confused. I was listening, and then I'm like, "What? I don't understand."
Sorry.
It's okay. Woman moment.
We're just girls, okay?
We are.
Mad Cabal, thanks for the 5. I think Leon looks awesome. He looks like he went through war. He did. I mean, come on. This was.
I feel like he should look a little bit more rugged, perhaps. I feel like he never has any injuries or anything. I know he's just badass like that, but
yeah,
you know,
he's just. Did you see there's a video here? Hold on, hold that thought. Super chats. Let me pull this up. I think I had it on Instagram. It was freaking hilarious. Mazza sent this to me, and I was dying laughing because you know the just how Leon was in 4 with like the suplexing old ladies and the kicks and everything. Hold on,
he was wild.
Oh, but it was fantastic. 2 is still my favorite.
The Resident Evil 4 remake, right?
Yep. Yeah,
okay.
that's the one. So. That's the one I played. Oh, maybe it got deleted. Sometimes that happens. Oh no, here it is. I'm not gonna play the music because it's gonna copyright. Like it's like some I don't know some rap. But this Leon is 50 and he's still got them kicks. Watch. Look at that.
Looks insane.
And that's a flashback to 4. He's still got it, man. Maybe he does have this. But you know what? We didn't talk about. Sorry, we're bringing it back to Leon real quick. Did we talk about the marks on his neck?
No.
Like that he's probably infected? I don't think we talked about that on a chat. I'm gonna see if I can find a picture of it instead of pulling up the trailer. I mean, I guess I could pull up the trailer. Oh no, here we go. That's not like the best picture, but let me see. Oh, where did it go? So it took me to an article. Gosh.
Classic.
I hate that. It opens up an article. I'm just trying to make the picture bigger.
I sent it to you in private chat.
Thank you. She's faster than me, way faster.
Quick like that, yeah.
She's quick like that. Okay. Yeah. So I was so excited for the trailer that I didn't notice this the first time I watched it. And then I watched it a couple times because
I mean, it could just be bruising though. Like this motherfucker's going around roundhouse kicking zombies. I mean, it wouldn't be far fetched to think part of a door fell on him or a cabinet fell on him and then he's injured. You know, maybe if he just sat down for a few minutes.
Sat down for a few minutes. Oh my god! But okay, you're right. It could be because I feel like if he was going to be infected, wouldn't they want to save that and not spoil it?
Yeah, but maybe they're hoping that a lot of people will not look that closely. But we're talking about like a rabid fan base. We're talking about people that will sit here and like theorize and theorize. Oh, speak for yourself, sister.
Like, I'm rabid. I'm feral. I'm all of it.
But like. I don't know. Is him wearing a glove really evidence to him being infected?
It's probably just cold.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that a glove really helps the argument.
No, like this, something's definitely going on here. You know, because like maybe he got injected with something. Who knows? The glove, though, I don't understand the glove. Like, what do they even say about it? What's going on? Leon's neck looks seriously infected and he's wearing full gloves for the first time. Well, okay, maybe their point is that he's got something on. But if that was the case, if like he was covering up something on his hands, wouldn't he be like wearing a turtleneck?
Right.
So
like, why would he go through the effort of wearing a glove to hide something, but not a turtleneck?
Yeah. Well, we'll see. Maybe I think that they're definitely trying to show us something. They want us to be talking about it and thinking about it. You didn't have to do that. We were going to be talking about and thinking about Leon anyways.
That's true. I think he's going to die, though.
I do too,
I think he needs his
unfortunately.
heroic send off, though. I know we had talked about this last week, but I don't think we need like a 70-year-old man in a wheelchair, hitting zombies with a fire poker or something. I think 50. I think that we're lucky enough to get him there, and
Yeah,
it's time for his cool send off.
I think so too. It better be a hero send up. I don't think they would do anything like that would make people lose their just be done with the franchise
Yeah.
at that point if they don't give Leon a proper send off. But all right, let's catch up on Super Sky. Sorry, you know what happens when Leon comes up. We just got to talk about it. Ian, thank you for the 50 pounds. I had a lucid paralysis dream. I couldn't move, and Leon was standing over my bed staring at me, and his floppy hair got in my mouth, and I couldn't breathe. Ian, what? He was like, you want gay, Vara? I'll give you gay.
Yeah, sure, man. Whatever you say. Live your best life.
Don't challenge Ian. Thank you, Ian. AP, thanks for the 5. Chuck Norris does not own a stove, oven, or microwave because revenge is a dish best served cold. Yes, agreed, AP. And Raider, I don't see anything. Thank you for the 6843, but it doesn't say anything. No emoji, no thumbs up, no dragon, nothing.
I know, but it's okay. We still appreciate it.
We forgive you. Thank you, Raider. Hope you're doing well. The Jabroni for 2 says Chuck Norris lost his cherry before his dad did. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. Definitely checks out. Monty, thank you for the 55. The only thing worse than sleep paralysis and lucid dreams is dreaming that you've woken up, you do your whole morning routine, get dressed, close the door behind you, and then you wake up in bed and it feels like getting trolled. I feel like that's happened to you before. That sounds kind of awful.
That's specific, yeah.
That's like some Groundhog Day lucid dreaming. Awful.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Thanks for the 55. And Staccato comes in with 20 gifted memberships. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, Staccato. I hope you're having a wonderful evening. And the Jabroni big time for 2 says Leanne is giving Wicked a slip and slide chair. Don't be gross.
Don't be a weirdo.
Don't make it weird. Thank you for the 2. And Ruddy's been a member for 1 month. Chuck Norris built the hospital he was born in. I heard the same thing, so it must be true.
The internet would never lie.
No. When has the internet ever lied to you, Vara?
Never.
The internet told me that Vara wasn't even a gamer, and I was like, duh.
Yeah. I never play games.
She doesn't have 1,000 games on just like
one
channel to prove it.
No, I don't. I've never played a video game in my life.
Sad, but we gotta turn her into a gamer someday, guys. We'll get her there.
Maybe one day.
One day. Speaking of games, though, for real though, what was your take on the the Terminator game? Because I think I want to get it and play it.
I liked it. It was
fast, right?
It was pretty fast. It was tough, but it was fun. Okay. I liked it. There's multiple endings, and so I want to play more of it and replay it so that I can actually get the other 2 endings. But remind me about that after, and I'll send you that website.
Oh, thank you.
I'll give you the 411.
It just looked so much fun. I didn't want to watch too much because after seeing 5 minutes of your gameplay, I was like,
yeah, it was good.
I kind of I like the vibes. The music was great and everything. And Mac is right. Vara doesn't play games. She wins them. She's a winner.
Easy peasy.
I've been telling everybody, I'm like, when we finally, which will be soon, because I think I have 1 stream left of Revelations 2. I'm on chapter 3 and it only goes to 4. So it's going. So once I finish that and we go to Resident Evil 5, I'm like, Vara's not going to let me slack on this, so it's going to be done in a week. She's like, we're getting this done.
That is true. I mean, I guess it depends on the frequency that we play it at, but
yeah,
I can't believe us, the Leon gals, are playing a Resident Evil where we're playing as these other characters.
Well, it's because there's no co-op with Leon.
I know.
Is there?
No, I know.
Wait, is there?
You could probably mod.
Oh, okay.
Other
We're
you
gonna
probably
change
mod
that. We're gonna make
games.
both the characters Leon.
Yes.
Double Leon.
Exactly.
Vara is the strongest when she has 1 HP. Listen, you don't understand, and maybe you do, but like the focus that fills you and the will to live. Because you would laugh so hard. I should find a clip of this, but there was in Revelations 2 with Claire and Moira. I had to go against this big stupid monster, and I ran out of ammo, and I was just running around, flipping and stabbing, running away, stabbing, and I won. And the chat was like, "What?" I was like, "Listen, I would
Dodge and
choose
weave.
life. I choose life."
Yep. Poke and run. Poke and run. Hey, at least you won though. That's all that matters.
Poke and run. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's true
Could be
though.
worse. You could be dead.
Which happens quite often. That's the thing with the Resident Evil games. Sometimes you either don't get enough ammo, but I am a spray and pray girl, I'll be honest. And it doesn't help that, especially the zombies, they're very like rubbery, right? So you
Yeah.
shoot them 20 times and it's just not dead. Or like headshots don't matter. Because I've had people in chat like headshots. I'm like, you want to see headshots? Look, if there's 10 in the head, he's still alive. It don't matter.
Yeah.
It does not matter. All right. Speaking of stabby, I don't know.
Great
Five Nights
segue.
at Freddy. I'm so good at that. Like I should just be a professional. Five Nights at Freddy's 2 crossed 150 million globally. The budget was 36 million.
Good.
But they made it for the fans.
I know, right? Those evil chud gamers. The critics give it a 15% rating. Audiences give it a 86 or an 87, and it makes $150 million. That's wild. Who could have guessed it? That when you actually make a product for your established fan base, they shockingly show up to support
They like
you.
it. They love it. Yeah, it's I don't know. I'm excited for 3. Like I don't go, like I've said before, I don't go into this like, oh my gosh, it's gonna win an Oscar. I go into it
No.
like this is, preteen horror. That like it's an interesting story because the thing about Five Nights at Freddy's is the lore goes so deep and you don't expect that. This is a jump
Right.
scare game where you gotta like not let these animatronics get you, but then like once you hear about the lore, you're like, wait a minute, go on. And like you get down this like rabbit hole of hearing about theories on them, and it's interesting.
Have you ever seen Willy's Wonderland?
No, I want to watch that, and I think that we should do a review on it.
I think you'd like that a lot too. I
Everyone
know that
tells
for
me.
Five Nights, part of it that makes it more special for you is not only playing the games but knowing the lore. I don't know a lot of FNAF lore. I mean, I know like a little bit. I know the basics, but I've never done a deep dive into it. But I know that is a reason why you especially loved the FNAF movies. Me too.
Mhm.
But with Willy's Wonderland, it's just it's kind of like Five Nights at Freddy's, but a little bit more mindless, and it's just more action packed. I think it's really cool.
I know like a lot of people actually that like Willy's Wonderland more than Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah,
and
it's different. It's more like gritty and adult.
More adult, yeah.
Almost, yeah.
I'll check it out. We'll do within the next couple weeks or so. Maybe we could do a review on it, and I'll finally watch it.
Yeah.
Because I know you like Nikki. You like Nikki Boy.
I do. I'm a Nick Cage fan. I
And
really am.
You know they have him in Dead by Daylight too.
I know.
But like the funniest
if I
thing
played
about
it, that'd be me.
the funniest thing though is that it's not one of his characters. It's just
Right, it's
Nick
just
Cage.
him,
It's
isn't
just
it?
Nick Cage. It is. And like some of his lines are hilarious. Like he'll like bang his knee and like drop the F bomb like when he's hopping over like a window running away from the killer. You throw him on the hook and he's like, I'm not a worm. Like that's like the weirdest.
I remember when that came out and there were people that were furious over it that it wasn't him
course.
actually playing a character, but I mean that's just sort of the internet now. You can't make everybody happy, so
Just
do
your
what makes
thing
you
and-
happy, I guess, and either people will support you or they won't.
Willy's Wonderland sounds like a paralysis dream I once had. Ian's being funny tonight.
He is.
All right, what else do we have here? Oh yeah, this got me very excited. So, for years, people have been in my chats talking about like because I never played Code Veronica, but everyone that has played it, they're like, that needs to be the next one to get a remake.
That's yeah.
Oh, and Zero, I had Zero. That's the one with Rebecca, right?
Yes.
Okay, I haven't played that one, so I actually think I have it on. I think I have that one on Steam. It's not a remake though, so it might play funky on Steam, you know, like the old ones that like aren't remakes, they just like, because
Yeah.
I have all of the Tomb Raider games on Steam, and I tried to play them like with my mouse and keyboard, like she wouldn't move, like nothing happened. I was like, why is this game on here? I can't even play it. So
Yeah.
yeah, I know they released them on like Nintendo, like the
You
Switch,
could
but
always just
yeah,
use a controller.
that too. Yeah, I don't know if I turned the control. It was one specific one. I think I did plug a controller, and it was still just like not working properly. I don't know. That could have just been a
Yeah,
me
usually
issue.
Steam's good about it, but
Yeah, it's all right. It probably was a me problem. The next Resident Evil remakes are Code Veronica in 2027 and Zero in 2028, says a leaker. So, are you like excited for one over the other, or just like both very much?
I mean, okay, so my problem is I love Resident Evil, and I will play Resident Evil remakes and reboots because it's one of my favorite series, but we've gotten so many remakes over the years of not even just Resident Evil but video games in general that it's hard to get very excited for projects like this anymore. Like I love Code Veronica, Zero. I want them to come out and be good, but also it's tough because yeah, like it's not like they've abandoned making new games over these, but how many more of these do they really have to remake? I don't know, 3 of them. If they wanted, they could remake 5. I don't think that they will. I don't think that they're
Probably not.
brave enough
No.
because people would be mad at them no matter what they did. And then yeah, Code Veronica and Zero, but like after that it's over.
I'm kind of surprised. Like I know technically, yeah, we do have a one remake, but like I'm a little surprised they haven't tried to do a one remake with like better graphics.
Like a modern day
Yes, a
one
more modern
remake,
one.
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. I thought that they would have and just done them in order, but I mean, even now, look at they're kind of stopping the mainline ones with 5 because they're afraid.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, toughen up. No, I'm just kidding. Because then, like after 5 is when you don't really need to do a remake. Like
Yeah, no, if
6
they start
was,
remaking those, you know that they're desperate.
which one was 6? I know 7 was like the family, and then 8 was village. I haven't played 6.
Resident Evil 6 was with Jake and Ada, Leon, Chris, the bioterrorist plot. There were 4. There was the story with the 4 campaigns.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well, I'll be playing that after you and I finish 5.
it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
that's the one that
excited.
came out in like 2013,
Oh,
2012
okay.
or 2013.
All right. Yeah, so they probably don't really need to do. Oh, it's a co-op?
Yeah,
Co-op, you say.
it was solo or co-op.
Oh, okay. That's good.
But I
I guess they had
think
fun after like 6 and
I
decided.
think you couldn't co-op as Ada though, because Ada's campaign was only solo from what I remember. I could be wrong. Someone will
Correct
correct me
you.
if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure you could only do Ada solo.
Oh, all right.
But
Well, since we're talking about Resident Evil, I had this up. We can just get this part out of the way. And
what are
it's
the
just Leon
topics,
again.
guys? Resident Evil or Resident Evil? Woo!
Leon or just Resident Evil, like you know. So these are the characters that are confirmed: Grace Ashcroft, Alyssa Ashcroft, Leanne Kennedy, Sherry Birkin, Nathan Dempsey, and Victor Gideon. Unconfirmed: Ada Wong, Claire Redfield, Jill Valentine, Ashley Graham. Do you think any of them? Because he's on the phone with somebody, right? It's not.
Yes. I
It's
don't know
not.
who it is though.
I don't. I don't think it's either of
I don't
any of
yeah, I don't think you're
these.
supposed to maybe take it too seriously, but I do think I'll share this video in the private chat, and if you put it to like 4 minutes in, you'll see what I mean, but I think that there's going to be one other major return because at the Game Awards when they were showing off the game and the posters, so you have Leon in the middle, you have Grace to the left, but there's another space over to the right. I think it's like at 401, you can see like behind Jeff's head, on the like the poster that they show, there's like a space for another character, like floating head situation. And I have a feeling that they're right there. So I have a feeling that there's going to be another like main character, and it's going to be maybe
Oh.
Jill.
I feel like Jill would be a
Or
good
they could
choice.
bring in Rose, and then they could sort of pass the torch to the two girls.
Yeah. I feel like because I think Resident Evil, I've said this before, they do a good job with female characters. So I think Grace may be getting the torch passed to her now, right? Because she's young and they could do games for 10 more years with her before she gets, aged up.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. I know people really love Ada and Claire, but I think that Jill kind of takes the top for people's favorite female
Yeah.
in Resident Evil. Like I always was more Claire, and then like I started playing as Jill more, and I was like, it's kind of hard to choose now. I like both the ladies. I like them both more than Ada. Ada's like whatever. She's a wild card, right? I don't dislike Ada at all, but she definitely would be below Claire and Jill for me as far as like favorite.
See, I think that's why I like her.
Is that
I
your favorite, Ada?
My favorite is Jill and then Ada and
Mm.
then no, actually mine would be Claire and then Ada and then Jill. They're all very close, but
Mhm.
Ada is kind of a wild card, which is why I really like her a lot and why I think that she offers a lot to the story. But I see people in chat saying they think it's going to be Chris. I don't know if they'll bring Chris back in this one. I mean, maybe, sure. I just feel like they just used him. Also, this is modern day Capcom. We're talking about, having two men in the same game that are masculine. I don't know about that.
And they also just brought Chris back in Village.
Yeah, in Village. So
So
it's tough because yes, they could use them all. You know what? Put them all into the game. I
the
am perfectly fine with that.
Death Island. I think that's what it's
Death
called, right?
Islands, yeah.
Why couldn't we get a game of that?
It would have been
It
cool.
was all of them. Even Rebecca was in there.
Yeah.
Like that would have been awesome.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see. Uh okay, let me get a couple of supers here, guys. Thank you so much for the love tonight. Corey, thank you for the 5. I made a wife's dream come true when we got married in a castle, but you wouldn't have known it from the look on her face as we were bouncing around. Bouncy castle. Really, Corey. Listen, I love a good bouncy castle, though. Who doesn't?
Funny, not funny enough to make me laugh though.
Funny, but not in the way you wanted it to be. Thanks, Corey. The jabroni for 2. Poke and run sounds like my 20s. Oh my god.
No.
No, don't admit that. Schick, thanks for the 199. RE Resident Evil is my fave. Megatron. Yes. Thank you, Schick. Mall for 5. OGs want an Operation Raccoon City remake done right. See, that's a big thing. Like, we want remakes if they're done right. Now,
yeah, that's the
I
problem is
I s-
modern companies doing things right. Let's stop right there because that itself is not going to happen 9 times out of 10. I mean, even look at the way that they've censored the other Resident Evil games. Sure, they weren't drastically different, but they still censored things like the skort debate on Jill, and they make it so, oh, you can't get panty shots anymore because that's inappropriate, or oh, we have to change dialogue with like Ashley and the way that she looks because oh my gosh, I might bother somebody. So
yeah, see, I didn't mind. I was actually just going to bring this up. Quite a few, pretty much everybody, I would say, Resident Evil fans that liked Resident Evil 3 said that the remake was crap. I didn't mind it. It wasn't my favorite. It was kind of short too. Like that's probably the fastest I've beat like a Resident Evil game ever. But I was told that, they cut out a few key scenes that really made the original a bit better. So I can't compare it. I need to play the original 3 and then maybe I'll be like, "Oh, this is crap."
yeah, that was my problem is they did remove some content, like some locations like the clock tower, and it was shorter than the original because they did cut some content. It also has the least amount of replayability, in my opinion, compared to almost every other Resident Evil game. And to top that off, the character development wasn't great because the game was so much shorter. I still think that it is an okay game if you look at it in a bubble. Like, if you are able to separate the original from the remake, maybe you get it half price. Okay, sure. I can understand why there are people that would like it. But also, when you have a series with this level of love and nostalgia and how much people care about these characters and this world, you just need to do better. And unfortunately, they didn't.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. But I do agree that I don't think I would pick up 3 to play it again. 2, absolutely. I've only played through as Leon, obviously, so I could do a clear playthrough. I've heard that one was there's a couple, like, different parts just because it's kinda like the Resident Evil thing they do, right? Like, even in the
Yeah.
first one, they did that. Right, like, you could play through as Jill or Chris in the first one, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I've only done Jill. I didn't finish it, but anyways, um, 4, I could play again. Suplex It Old Ladies Leon. 5, haven't played yet. Even Revelations 1. Now, I like 2, but it's just the game mechanics that get me. That would be so much fun. Like, if you and I were able to play Revelations 2, I think I would enjoy it more because
There's
it's much
probably a
better.
mod. There's probably a
Probably.
co-op mod that makes it so you can. I I it's it sucks that you don't like it as much as Revelations 1 because you flew through that game, but also I agree it is one of the weak experiences.
Yeah. I'm
And not
close. I'm
every
almost
game can
done.
be a 10 out of 10, and I understand that,
No.
but yeah, the mechanics are a bit whew, little bit
I know.
wonky.
Especially like, my chat's like, "Why can't you just pick up the thing you found? Why does she have to shine the flashlight on it? Why does a little girl have to point at it?" Like,
Yeah.
I know, we can't make it make sense. I'm so sorry.
Yep.
Um, okay. So, on the topic of gaming, this apparently
Uh,
apparently people are upset, I guess, or something because um Harry Potter's coming to Fortnite. I mean, at this point, everyone's at Fortnite. Don't be surprised if you see Vara die in there at some point. Like, I mean, everyone's on Fortnite, okay? Um, but people are upset because, the J.K. Rowling haters group, apparently. Um,
mhm. Yep.
which to me is so silly. You like her work, you like Harry Potter, so it's like what, like just crap all over an IP that you like because you don't like who created it? 'Cause it's
Yep.
not like she did something dire, it's not like she's a murderer or, like, she assaulted somebody or you know what I mean? It's just you disagree with her opinion, so let's crap all over an IP that you love. That is
Well,
so
they
stupid.
well, they view it in her opinions like she did commit some heinous act and crime and violence against people like them because they make everything about themselves. So if
They're
your
so
favorite,
narcissistic.
yeah, exactly. If maybe your once favorite author is sitting here saying you are mentally ill, you're gonna be mad at them. And so these people feel entitled and they feel like, oh, this entire series that she created should be ripped away from her just because she hurt their feelings, which is so funny and just affirms what we've been saying about these people for so long. But yeah, they're narcissists and they want to be coddled, which is weird.
Can you imagine being a full-grown adult that because somebody disagrees with something that you're just like, "Your words have killed me. I've been murdered now." Like, that's how
Yeah, I
they
could
act, and
not
it's
imagine.
it's like the Reno 911, he's like, "I was murdered," and like, "You weren't murdered," like, you know what I mean? That's how I always
Yeah.
say that as an example, but that's how,
Yeah.
like, demented these people are, like, I don't understand it, and you know what? I think Harry Potter is gonna do f absolutely fine in Fortnite, okay? Because kids like Harry Potter, adults like Harry Potter, and they both play Fortnite, so this person here's one of these people that went off, that probably it doesn't even really play games because most of them don't. Let's be real. But Timeless says Fortnite is great, but my job as Timeless is to inform you even when it isn't. Okay, I don't know who this is. Maybe they do game. Who is this? Oh, Genesis Studios. Okay.
I guess
So,
so.
epic part. Okay, you know what? Fine, I take it back. Timeless plays Fortnite, but they're not gonna buy Harry Potter, so let's all cry about it. If you zoom in on the bottom left, you'll see J.K. Rowling negotiates rights to the Harry Potter IP. She used its money to undermine trans
Oh.
women's rights in the UK. Put your money somewhere. Wow, this is a very dramatic sentence.
It really is. It makes it sound like J.K. Rowling is single-handedly committing heinous acts of violence against trans individuals, and
All
she's
right,
like some absolutely just terrible person.
let's
And
zoom
and
in.
J.K.
Oh
Rowling,
no.
she has a lot of opinions that I obviously don't agree with. I'm sure that you wouldn't agree with. I mean,
No,
she
she's
is
a
a raging
feminist.
feminist,
Yeah.
but at the same time, there are things that are just so simple that it shouldn't even be based that she has the opinion that men are men and women are women. That should just be normal.
It's true. The fact that's what we live in. Could you imagine trying to hold on? I zoomed in and it totally messed everything up. Give me a second. Like,
Yeah,
excuse
you can't
me.
zoom in on X images.
I
Stupid.
tried. I tried and well, I failed. I learned a lesson today, guys. There you go. So I love how they had to put this like little flag next to it. I don't know what any of these flags mean anymore. They don't mean anything
That's
to
the
me.
trans one, I think.
The only flag I care about is the American
Red, white,
flag.
and blue, baby.
Yes, yes.
Hell yeah.
But her words hurt them. And it's like, I can't believe that J.K. Rowling's name is on something she created.
Right. Well, it's like how Emma Watson has said this many times in the past. She said that she would be more than happy to return to the wizarding world in some capacity if J.K. Rowling's name was no longer attached to it. And this was around the
Hmm.
time that Warner Brothers was trying to buy Harry Potter outright from J.K. Rowling. Apparently, they offered her billions and billions and billions of dollars, and she gave them the finger. And I'm glad because it is her creation. And as soon as an original creator is separated from their work, that is when everything goes to hell. And I'm
George
not
Lucas.
saying, well, yeah, definitely. And I'm not saying like the wizarding world is 100% perfect. There are things in it that I don't like or I don't care about. I don't have I'm not like the biggest fan ever of Harry Potter, but I still love it. I still want it to do good. And to separate JK from it would be wild, but that is the length that these people are willing to go in order to, I don't know, like it's like they think they're going to reclaim Harry Potter, but it was never theirs to begin with.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. I mean, like I just said, look what happened with George Lucas. Like I have a level of respect for her, at least for that. You know, like I don't agree with everything she says, but I think, like you said, it's kind of sad that we have to say that she's based for saying women are women and men are
Yeah,
men.
that
'Cause
should
that's
not be
just
based.
it shouldn't be based, but in this day and age that we're living in, it is very based. Especially for somebody of her, stature to say that she's, created this very popular world, and a lot of these people will just bend the knee and say what everyone wants to hear. But that definitely I like that she didn't sell that. It's like your baby, right? She made
Yeah.
this world. And that's what George Lucas did with not even just we're focusing on Star Wars, but I mean he gave away Lucasfilms completely. So that
Yeah,
was
and look at
Indiana
what
Jones,
Disney did
everything.
with it.
I
Oof.
know. And it's just like, look what happened. Like, well, you could have just left it and not like it was did he really need the money? You know what I mean?
No.
How much money he had? It's
Right,
like
exactly.
I just and same with her. Did J.K. Rowling need the money? No. And she was like, "No, I'm not giving up my like her creation." Like, because she was very like poor, right? When she wrote
Yeah.
the story, because she was talking about like when she created Hermione, that she was basically living in like slums, and
Yeah.
yeah.
My
So
biggest problem with this is who the fuck is that guy on the left? Who the fuck? That is not my Harry. Who
not
the fuck
Harry.
is this loser?
Where is his
Where's his
glasses?
glasses and
Where's the
in his
thunderbolt?
scar? Like he looks like a normie. This is not my Harry.
That's the problem that we have with this. Who is
That's
this?
my issue. This fucking
Like
poser.
who?
Like, holy
Get out of
shit.
here. His name is that's Barry, okay? I don't know
Yeah,
you.
he's normie slop. Get this guy out of here. I bet that Daniel Radcliffe, I bet none of the three actors actually wanted their likeness in it because they want to separate themselves so far from JK in the wizarding world now. But It must infuriate them to, I don't want to say only be known as their Harry Potter characters, but I mean, come on now. Like, we're always going to think of their faces
It's true.
and not Todd here.
Todd, I know
He just
gonna
looks
get a
so
different-
lame. I don't know.
He's gonna get a different name every time we see it now. Barry,
Yeah.
Todd, Bob. I don't know, but people are stupid.
Yep.
And you put this in. This was just to show how much money she made on Hogwarts. 40 million copies.
Oh man, guys, the boycotts. The boycotts are failing. How could they?
Oh no, now JK has more money to shame trans people in the UK. What are we gonna do?
I know. It's crazy to think that with this game alone, Netflix still views Warner Brothers games as being worthless.
I know.
40 million copies, really?
Do you think like what they'll do is sell it to someone else? Like the gaming rights?
I think it's tough because on one hand, I do almost believe that they would because they can get a good bang for their buck.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that they're underplaying Warner Brothers Gaming. I think that they do actually put a value on it. They're just publicly not being very vocal about it because obviously you have the Arkhamverse, you have well, they killed it, but like multiverses, you have Harry Potter, you have Game of Thrones. I mean, even the DC characters alone and the opportunity with just the DC characters and the amount of money they can make from video games is insane. If Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League had been better, they would have easily made $1 billion off of it. I mean, they put over $250 million into that single game alone. It was their fault, though, that they went live service, modern audience slop. And I mean, just the DC characters alone are crazy. And 40 million copies for the first game in a new video game series. That's a lot.
That is a lot. And people are still playing Hogwarts Legacy.
Yeah.
I've never played it, but I'm gonna watch the movies. It's on my list to watch in the like next upcoming like few months. I've seen most of the first one because I had my best friend in middle school was obsessed with Harry Potter, and she always had the movies on. But like for some reason, I don't know how I like still haven't seen them. I just like wasn't paying attention. I don't know. But I feel like I have to. It's a cultural phenomenon, and I have to experience it.
It's a good set of holiday movies.
That's what I've been told. Maybe when Mom comes to town, I'll be like, let's watch Harry Potter.
It's time to binge the Harry Potter films.
Because I mean, I'm in Florida. I go to Universal often, and I actually do, without even really knowing all of the lore and appreciating the movies, I like the Wizarding World. Yeah. It's beautiful. They do a great job with it. And
even if you don't know everything, it's still unique.
I think the Hagrid's bike ride is like really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of these days we're gonna get Vara out of the house and I'm gonna take her to Universal.
Maybe. I don't know.
That would like drive the internet bonkers. Like we just post a picture on X. Vara's out of the house, Lit.
Yes. Maybe one day.
Yeah, somewhere over the rainbow. I don't know.
Hey, you have medieval times in Florida, don't you?
Is there?
I think there's a medieval times.
I'd have to look. I mean, I didn't grow up here, so well, that. But like, there's still things that I'm like, wait, that's here.
Oh, we got to go to the joust.
Oh yes, she's like she lives for the joust.
I do. I yearn for the joust.
She yearns. That would actually be a lot of fun. Okay, that's top on the list to go to medieval times because I've always wanted to go. I think so. Like when I was back like in New York, I think the closest one to like where I was like Canada.
Yeah.
And Vara's like, don't do that.
I'm not going to Canada. I will pass on that.
Nope.
No. I am so perfectly fine with skipping that experience.
That is like really fun. I'm actually gonna do something real quick so I don't forget to look it up. I opened up a tab with medieval times so that we can talk about that someday.
Yes. Yeah, there's
You
one in
were
Orlando.
okay,
Yes,
you
there
work at you
is.
work at medieval times. Vara needs some information.
I do, I do. I need
She
a trip
yearns for
advisor
the
this
like,
shit.
can you get her a job so she can joust?
Yes, works for me.
Full Knight's Tale, it's Vara Tale. Oh my gosh. Michael, thanks for the 5. V&V, what's on your Christmas list? Money games. It's like a snowboard. Is that pasta and then a censored emoji? What?
I have
What's
no
on?
idea.
What are you asking Santa for this year?
Nothing.
I know that's what I was like. I want my friends and family to be happy and world peace.
Yeah, world
I,
peace. Yeah,
world
yeah.
peace.
We always wish for that though.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I can't think of anything off the top of my head.
I can't either.
I have a wish list, so stuff on there, I guess. The Jabroni, thanks for the 5. I disagree with rolling on troons in women's sports. Keep the troons in. It makes betting much easier.
I guess that's a way to look at it.
When you look at it from that way, yeah. Retro Meister, thanks for the 5. Evening, ladies. I had skipped TGA this year since I was burned out from the last one and was shocked about the announcement of 2 Tomb Raider games. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was too. Which one do you think looks better? The Atlantis one?
Yeah.
Yeah, same. I didn't even know about that. We were talking about it on Saucy, and someone in the chat was like, "No, no, look up Atlantis." And we're like, "Oh, okay, looks much better."
Yeah.
Because one's a remake, right? Atlantis is new, and then the
Yes.
other one
No,
is the
Atlantis
remake.
is the remake.
Oh, Atlantis is the remake, and the other
Yes.
one's new. Got it. Okay.
Yes.
Retro Meister, thanks for another 5. My problem is that one game is for OG Lara fans, while the newer one coming out is for reboot Lara fans, which seems disingenuous. Which means that Crystal Dynamics still more focused on reboot Lara and throwing OG fans a bone to shut up about being critical of Lara and her legacy. Thank you for all the super chats, Retro Maestro. I'll finish them up so that we can sum it up afterwards. Speaking of legacy, Tron Legacy has its 15th B-Day that's actually worth celebrating, so be sure to send some love to those who made that movie possible. What were you gonna say about Lara? Sorry, I didn't know if what.
I think that it is tough because it's like with Resident Evil. They're doing remakes to appeal to new fans, to get new fans in the door, while also trying to make a product for established fans, but also like with Resident Evil, we don't know exactly what direction they're taking the new Tomb Raider game in, because it could be Phoebe Waller-Bridge cringe-worthy feminist humor, or it might be like milk toast. It might just be okay. You don't really know, though. Crystal Dynamics over the years has made a lot of really poor decisions, especially looking at, the TTRPG that was canceled, but like the limits that they were willing to push with that, and working with that company, how they have censored Lara, all of the other projects that have been greenlit. So it is hard to say. I want them to do good. I love Tomb Raider, but yeah, they want to make games that are really trying to appeal to everybody, but as we know, when you try to appeal to everybody, you're really appealing to nobody, and you're
Absolutely.
alienating people.
Just create what you like, what you love, and as long as you're putting your heart into it, the people that are into what you're creating are going to be there. But if you try to please everybody, yeah, you're pleasing no one.
Well, also another problem is that these activists have never actually played a Tomb Raider game before, so they don't know the material, so they can't put their heart into creating it.
They don't have hearts. Let's be real.
Yeah, they don't.
They're soulless. The Jabroni big time for 2. Vara going full to Jen, yearning for the joust.
That's me. Don't wear it out.
Don't be surprised if I get her here and then like there's just like a video of her in the middle of medieval times jousting, taking out their best knight.
Yep.
She's ready. Retro Meister, thank you for another 5. And to last week's super chat, I know Five Nights at Freddy 2 won't be Avatar 3 because mostly James Cameron in China, but one can hope. Anyway, take care all. Thank you, Retro. I get what you meant, because you said last week that, FNAF was going to beat Avatar 3 and then also Zootopia. I'm pretty sure you said that. I get where you were going with that, because of the big audience that FNAF reaches, not just like, kids, younger adults, horror fans. Like it's very wide spread, not just kids or not just adults, So they did good though. We just covered that. They did a fantastic amount of money, which they probably were like kicking themselves for not releasing the first one just in theaters. Because
Right.
I think that one would have made a lot. They still made a pretty decent amount of money because there's people that watched it on Peacock and then decided to go see it in theaters because they liked it so much. I kind of wish I would have did that, but I only watched it on Peacock.
Yeah, but I think that when it comes to Avatar, obviously Avatar was never going to be beat by anything. I genuinely can't think of anything off the top of my head that could have beat something like that, unless we're bringing in the big guns like Harry Potter. Okay, maybe like a new Harry Potter movie could technically beat out Avatar. Other than that, though, like I don't think that anything else could stand against it. It's a behemoth.
It's true. It's so funny because I mean I have friends that really like Avatar. Jay Drunk 3PO is a big fan. Like that's someone off the top of my head because if I don't say him, the
Yeah,
cast would be
Jay, what's the plot?
but like I have like one of my friends is like I don't like what's the fan base? I know there's one because it does very well, but it's like you don't see like a lot of hype. You know what I mean? Like when like the amount of hype that we're seeing just over like Five Nights at Freddy's. We're seeing that all over, but I feel like I personally at least don't see that about the Avatar movies. I thought the first one was fine. I didn't see the second
I
one.
think a big part of it is China in these external regions because
Mm,
there are so many people in these other places that watch things like Avatar.
yeah. 'Cause I mean, like I know they exist, but you know, I just like 'cause my friend pointed that out the other day, and I was like, "You're right."
Yeah, you
Like
would
there's
think
this
for
like
such a cultural phenomenon, you know, there would be more people actually talking about it and sharing fan theories and videos and images, and that doesn't really happen with Avatar.
no, but you know what? Not coming at my friends that like it. I know a
No,
few
it's
that
okay.
do. It's
Everybody can like
okay.
what they want to like, and that's all right.
Yeah. And over here, we like Leon.
We
Um,
do.
I'm sorry, I just had to say it one more time.
It's okay.
Speaking of movies, I'm just like so good at segues. I might as well just like quit everything and just be a seguer.
Yeah.
Are you gonna see The Housemaid? It's out this week, right? Or it's already out.
I I don't I think I know they just did the premiere, so I'm assuming it comes out this week, which by the way is not good timing putting that against Avatar. I know that it
Oh
is
no.
quite different audiences. Um
But
but
still, they should have at least waited like a few weeks or
they should
like
have released it last week or like in 2 weeks or 3
yeah.
weeks. Yeah. Trying to
So
find the exact date for it, but I know they had just done the red carpet for it. I will see it. I don't have a lot of excitement for it, but I like the cast. I think the cast is really good, and the trailers are all really intriguing.
I think yeah, I think that it's gonna be interesting possibly. I just really don't like Amanda Seyfried.
I think that she's good in almost very specific
I like her. She's
roles.
fine as like an actress, like you said, yes, in specific roles, but I mean like as a person, I
Yeah.
don't like her. But I can separate, I guess, you know, her the craft from the person, right? Um,
I think my problem with her as an actress is that she's like Kristen Stewart. She's really got one emotion, and she's just kind
true.
of dull in my opinion.
She does a good job playing the dumb blonde.
She does. That's true.
Karen, like that's gonna be her main like for the rest of
Yep.
it doesn't matter what she does, she's Karen from Mean Girls. So Amanda Seyfried fully commits to camp in The Housemaid, but Sydney Sweeney almost ruins the film with a truly middling performance. Middling. Okay, find out. Of course they're like
Of
so
course, they're gonna find
listen
an issue
with
with
Sydney.
Sydney Sweeney, right?
Absolutely. So I think that the reason why Sydney came out and kind of like bend the knee, however you want to put it. I know people are a little back and forth with it. It's not that she straight up apologized, but she didn't apologize. That she kind of was like, I don't agree with the conservatives, basically, right?
She
Like
was
my
hoping
views
to
don't
please
align.
everybody.
Yeah, by not like fully going there, but going touching it a little bit. And I think she should have just not said anything. But I also think the reason why she did was because of Amanda Seyfried. This is my theory: is that she's like, I'm not gonna do press with her if she doesn't touch on the topic.
I haven't
because
seen any press of them together in the same
there
room,
is.
though.
No,
Oh,
they
is there?
do. Oh, there's
Okay.
a lot. Yeah, there's, like they do, like, there's, like, this I'll post them up in a minute if you wanna see. We've been covering it on Saucy. Funny enough, just Rue finds all this stuff. But she, like, I don't know. It's like she wants to act like she's a girl's girl and, like, she's friends with Sydney in these, like, interactions, but you can just feel the fakeness just, like,
Yeah.
radiating off, right? Like, there's one interview where they're talking about stuff, and Sydney was saying that how she, like, never, like, wants to get plastic surgery or something along those lines, and Amanda Seyfried's like, "Oh, well, I can give you a number of someone," like, basically telling her, like and then she, like, goes, "Oh, like, when do you need it, though?" It's like, "No, you're trying to ruin her face because she looks better than you." Like, I don't think Amanda
Yeah.
Seyfried is ugly at all, but, like, she is older, Sydney's younger, she's got, like, the big old boobs, right? Like,
Yeah,
she's
Sydney's got 2 big assets up on her, so
Yeah. So, I think that, it's because if you look at here, let me actually pull it up, the red carpet. Have you seen the pictures from the red carpet?
Oh, I've seen the pictures of the red carpet.
Oh, I've
They're
seen them.
everywhere. Yep.
Sydney's got an amazing dress for the red
She
carpet.
does, she does,
She does a
and
good job on the carpets, like, even, like, Madam Web did not do well, but the dress that she wore on the red carpet for that, um, she doesn't post on Twitter at all. I guess I gotta go on Instagram. Sydney does not post on Twitter.
yeah, well, Twitter is a little bit of a cesspool, so I do understand it, especially when there's so many people that just absolutely hate her guts because she's attractive and
Yeah.
because she doesn't she doesn't instantly come out and virtue signal about all of these different issues going on in the world, which upsets a lot of her peers and also a lot of the people that feel like actors have a social responsibility and like they should be forced to make statements.
Yeah, who stands out more in this picture?
God damn. That those are some unrealistic body proportions. We need to censor her. Where are her organs?
I know, right? Like, that dress is pretty.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go full girl here. Like, look at that dress.
She looks feminine, and this is why so many people hate her. Is
Yeah.
because she actually plays up her sexuality because she's not some mentally ill, gender confused idiot. And then it's like they target her over that. And it's so weird.
It's very weird. But we're living at a time where, like, even that's cute. This is a different dress. That's a cute dress still. We're living in a time where they're trying to, like, defeminize women, and they're also trying to feminize men, right? Like, you get all the femboys, and then there you go, chat. Um, this gives me, like, Marilyn Monroe vibes
It
too,
does,
by the
yeah.
way, which is not bad.
No.
But that's the thing, like, she embraces her femininity, and she gets down for that. I don't think like, Amanda Seyfried doesn't look bad or anything in these pictures, but it's just like, she stands out. It's like she is highlighted,
Well,
right? And
yeah,
then Seyfried,
definitely.
like
And it's so interesting to see the lack of actresses that are like Sydney Sweeney now because we used to get actresses like Scarlett Johansson, as we've talked about over the past couple of weeks, where they used to not be afraid to highlight their sexuality. But someone like Scarlett feels like she's starting to age out of this certain category of film roles. And so she's gone on this crusade against being, ooh, as she says, I was overly sexualized and I was only cast based on my body, even though you were fine making millions off of that before. And it's like so many of these actors and actresses, well, really, it's primarily women hating on Sydney Sweeney because they're almost mad that they cannot fit into this type of role and they can't be typecast.
yeah, you hit the nail on the head with that one. It's just jealousy, right? And it goes back to, let me see if I can find that, but, like, Amanda Seyfried saying that, like, "Oh, I can give you the number of a good plastic surgeon." Why? She doesn't need
So
one.
weird.
Yeah. Um Oh, here's something. Hold on. And again, it's something that Disparu sent. It's an interview with them. Like, they've done a lot of stuff like this here. Here, like these kind of press things. This is why you need a good girlfriend in your life. The housemaid stars Sydney Sweeney and Amanda Seyfried to test each other on relationship green and red flags.
No audio.
Oh, no audio. Hold on. Sorry, guys.
It's okay.
Professional, I promise.
Well, sometimes it's a second or two behind, and so usually I wait a minute to see if it works. That's YouTube or StreamYard.
I think, yeah.
Honestly, I've been
Good.
learning that.
Yep, good.
You're right, Mongoose. He does know all the gossip. He's good at
does.
that.
I like a circus, just a bunch of red flags.
Okay, well, we'll see, okay? Red flag, green flag. A, cares deeply about the cleanliness of his house.
Green flag.
Okay. B, wants to share phone locations.
Red flag. But I also understand, like, if I'm traveling a
No.
lot and I'm okay. Red
No, red flag!
red flags.
Okay, she's trying to like make it not bad, and immediately she just tells her like, no. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that's so.
B, wants you
It's such a weird energy because it's like she almost wants to be viewed as like the know-all, right? Like I'm older than you, and so I've got this authority, and I'm telling you that this is the way that you should act. And even though it's supposed to be like a funny and comedic moment between them, it's
not.
weird.
It's weird, yeah. Oh, there's worse ones. I'll find another one. This is pretty tame compared to some of the other interviews or whatever they've done.
You to always look your best.
Red flag.
Look or feel.
See, this is why you need a good girlfriend in your life.
Look or feel. Feel your
She's
best.
not
Feel
your
the
friend.
best. Green flag. Look your best. Red flag. Okay.
Sentimental
There's nothing wrong with that.
with family heirlooms.
Green flag.
Yes. Close with his mom.
Green flag. So basically, Andrew was a green flag. I get it.
Oh, I understand.
See?
Oh, probably like the movie. Andrew must be the guy in it.
Yeah, probably, but I mean, yeah, I don't know. That just the way that Amanda was acting there was really weird.
Yeah,
But
and
then
like,
again, a lot of these actors are so full of themselves
look at this.
that that's just the way that they are.
This is how I'll hug Vara the first time I see her.
That's
Like,
so weird.
what
I don't
is
know what's.
on?
It's like Amanda absolutely fucking hates Sydney Sweeney, but she's like, "Damn, I already signed this contract, so I'm gonna close my eyes and pretend like I'm not paying attention."
That's why I think that she had something to do with Sydney, bringing up
Maybe.
what she said. 'Cause she was probably like, I'm not going to do press with her. If she
Well, I
doesn't, I can see that
also-
because these actors are entitled jerks.
I also feel that way with Euphoria because someone like Zendaya is like Hollywood's it girl, and
Whatever frickin'
she-
reason.
yeah, and she doesn't want there to be controversy surrounding her. And there are a lot of people that are in Euphoria that are pretty big. Also, Hunter Schafer and how many statements they make and how like they don't seemingly want to work with people like Sydney Sweeney, but they can't get rid of Sydney Sweeney because they need her character and they don't want to recast Cassie. So they're like,
Yeah.
well, what if you make the simple statement? Maybe your audience won't be too mad at you. And then they're trying to find this middle ground. And obviously, we don't know what Sydney Sweeney's contracts say, but it doesn't seem smart to me to come out and suddenly ultimately like bend the knee, because even though she didn't come out and say, oh my gosh, I hate everybody who has been like objectifying me and pulling a full-on Scarlett Johansson, she definitely didn't have to make that statement unless she was directed to.
I agree. And yeah, that's why I think that you're right. It's not even just like Amanda Seyfried, but they're making her do this. And it's so stupid. Like, just let her be.
Hollywood's like, we barely have enough actresses that look like her, so maybe we can get her to apologize and sort of agree with us on some things and concede in some ways, and so we can keep her around. And maybe they're threatening her career and saying, listen, if you're not going to work with us, we're not going to work with you anymore. And she's like, well, I'd rather have my career.
Yeah, which is sad, but you're probably right. So I can't find the video that was like the plastic surgery thing, but it was basically what I just said to you. She's like, oh, like, but she did end it saying like, you don't need it yet. But it's like,
Right.
oh, what a good friend you are. Like, it's not her friend. But this was like this shows just like I think this also shows that she's just not a good actress. Amanda Seyfried, like you said. Ready?
Depends on what TikTok I'm on.
So this was Sydney Sweeney tells Variety about her For You page on TikTok is full of a lot of hate about her. And then this is like, Amanda's reaction.
If I'm on my private TikTok, my entire For You page is history facts and arts and crafts. And then if I'm on my Sid's Garage page, it's sadly a lot of hate about me.
Sid's Garage? Is that your public TikTok? How is there bad stuff? I thought it's
Just
content
my
that
For
you
You
create.
page.
Well, fuck.
You were
TikTok?
telling the truth.
Depends on what TikTok
Like,
I'm on.
She's probably secretly happy to hear that. Like, oh my gosh, people are attacking Sydney Sweeney over her views. Haha, I'm gonna act like I care, but really, I can't wait to go and scroll the comments later to see the hatred too
like-
because I hate her.
and like all the comments.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
exactly.
just she's not her friend. I don't think Sydney Sweeney really thinks she's her friend. Maybe Sydney's just a better actress.
Maybe.
Anyways,
That's how it goes.
it is how it goes. Moving
Mhm.
forward, did you see this? I would say this has potential, but it's Disney, so it's not gonna probably be good. A Gaston live action film was officially in the works at Disney.
This doesn't make sense to me because the Beauty and the Beast live action adaptation had come out in 2017. They had said like a year later they had signed those actors to do another. Josh
yeah, that's
Gad,
right.
Josh
Luke,
Gad and Luke Evans, or
Mhm.
Luke Evans, is that his name?
I think so.
And they said that they were going to do another movie, like a Gaston movie.
Oh, you're right. They
And-
did say that then, but now it's been
Well, I think that the problem they faced was that they had turned one of them gay, and so they like
China
out of the
didn't like
gate
it. No.
green lit it because
Yeah.
Gaston's actor is gay, and one of the characters in Beauty and the Beast was gay, and so they were like, oh yeah, diversity, and then they kind of cooled off on doing these side projects because they figured, oh well, we have like Aladdin, Snow White, we have Little Mermaid, we'll see how those do. And now that those are bad, they're like, well, how can we get sort of bigger actors back into these live action adaptations? Because Luke Evans is a pretty big name. He's a pretty big actor. And so people would go and see it. But I don't think we need a Gaston movie.
You want to know something? I didn't know Luke Evans was gay.
He is gay, yep.
I mean, it's fine. I don't, whatever. I just didn't know that. But yeah, I now that you mentioned that, I forgot that they were talking about doing that, and it was LeFou, I think,
Yeah,
right?
LeFou.
That was gay in the
Yeah, at
movie.
the end he's dancing with a
He
a
kisses
man.
them, and he kisses them, right?
Yeah. I don't think that he kisses him, but they're dancing and they're
I
like
think-
really
wasn't
close
there-
to each other.
Wasn't there like a peck that they removed possibly? I don't know. I'll have to look into that
Maybe.
because I could be thinking of stuff that I read back when the movie released, which is like, I'm mixing that up. Yeah, I don't know if this would work now unless they want to do some kind of prequel, but you know what? I'm just like burnt out on Disney live action stuff.
Yeah,
I
there's
wish
no
they would-
point.
I wish they would go back to making new animation stories for us in 2D. That's what I
think
want
it's
from
so
Disney.
fucking hilarious that Disney is doing live action after live action. They claim up and down they want diversity. Why not Princess and the Frog? You
I
have
actually-
a great black character. You have a great diverse set of characters. Princess and the Frog was really cool. I like
I loved
Tiana.
it.
I like
Yeah.
Naveen. You could well, I know it'd be like the Lion King where it's 95% CGI even though they call it a live action. But
Yeah.
like you have this opportunity and yet you're still grasping at like Gaston and then race swapping established characters. That's a terrible idea.
Yeah, but you are so right because I liked Princess and the Frog. That's their last 2D animation.
I was
Um,
pissed because they were supposed to do a Disney Plus series with Tiana, and I thought that could have been cool.
She's arguably probably one of the best like princesses, like role model wise too. Working 2 jobs, opens her own restaurant. Like,
Yeah, she was neat.
yeah. And then she married Naveen, which Naveen was like, they don't really say, they say where he's from, but it's like fictional. He's not black, right? Though, like, didn't they say he wasn't? Like, he's.
I think we've talked about this before.
I think so. I think so.
with the fan arts, he's supposed to be So they never had said, because he's from Maldonia,
Mhm.
that it's fictional, but it seems like he's supposed to be Latin American or South Asian.
Mhm.
But either way,
But
he's diverse.
he's
But
diverse.
no, we can't have those characters get more content.
It's silly too because they could even get John Goodman to still to play Big Daddy too, right? Like
Yeah.
he missed opportunity there. And I remember hearing something, I don't know if this was real or not, but that like Will Smith was interested in playing what's his name? Dr.
Facilier.
Facilier. Yeah.
Well, he was already in Aladdin, so I don't think that would work.
Yeah. I think that might have just been a fan casting. I don't know, like, because when you hear stuff like from years ago and then we're talking, like it gets brought up again, it's like just kind of all
Yeah.
mixed together for me. But yeah, that was a very missed opportunity. Like, so no, let's race swap all the white characters instead of taking one that actually went over very well and was a good story and just making that into a live action.
Yep, but that's Disney in a nutshell. Let's make the worst decisions possible, guys. Surely this will work out for us in the end.
I wish I was actually talking about this with someone today. I wish that a Disney was still in charge of Disney, you know?
Yeah.
Like it's crazy to me that like everything that Walt went through with copyright stuff and everything that like his legacy isn't even in the hands of his family anymore.
Well, the problem is that you run into issues where family members are detached and so they don't care about respecting it anymore. It's like with Tolkien's work. The Tolkien estate is ran by Tolkien's, but they're owned by all of the rights are owned by Middle Earth Enterprises, which is a subsidiary of Embracer Group now, but you have it being split up. You have the people that are running the Tolkien estate not really caring, and they just view it as a way to make a quick buck. And after Christopher Tolkien died, it all went to shit. And it's sad.
It's very sad to see that happen.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. The Jabroni, thank you for the 2. I like boobies. Live your truth, man. That's what we always
Stunning
tell
and
you.
brave.
Stunning and brave. So speaking of, not a funny segue at all, but sad. We didn't touch on the Rob Reiner story yet, which now this tweet here that I have pulled up was before it was like 100% confirmed, but it's been confirmed now that they were killed by their son, Rob Reiner, and his wife, Michelle. And apparently, the day before they were killed, they were at Conan O'Brien's Christmas party, and there was
Yeah.
a huge argument, like screaming match, fighting between the family members. And this is just like very shocking, like the way, like throats. Just,
It's horrible. We are talking about 2 parents that their entire lives were dedicated to their children. They agree or disagree with Rob Reiner's politics and some of the views that he held. Nothing like this should ever happen to somebody, whether you agree or disagree with them. But these were 2 people who cared a lot about their kids and constantly were trying to take care of their son. And then this is what happens in response. It's horrific.
It is. And I feel for the daughter because she lost 3 family members in just seconds walking into that home and seeing them dead, and then now her brother.
Yeah.
Like I just can't imagine like those last final moments seeing like, your child just taking you out. It's insane.
It's terrible.
I don't know, man. Like yeah, like I absolutely did not agree at all with Rob Reiner. He was politically, socially, no, but we did get some very good movies from him, like the 90s, early 2000s. Like I actually didn't realize how many movies were him, and I'm like, oh, that was him. Wow,
So many amazing ones.
I think
Misery is really good. Princess
Yeah.
Bride.
Princess
When Harry
Bride,
Met
yeah.
Sally.
A lot. Even was it A Few Good Men? Was him as well?
Yep.
Yeah. There's a lot, but it's so I read something else too that he may end up being up for the death penalty.
Well, it's in California. They don't
That's
have
what I'm
the
saying.
death penalty.
They don't. I saw something. That's what I was going to touch on. Like I saw, like their life in prison,
Yeah,
but yeah, because like the death penalty is only in a few states.
right.
So yeah, I couldn't see that. But the conversation was like they wouldn't want this. It's like don't talk about what people
Well,
would
okay, so
want.
technically California has the death penalty, but in 2019 there was an executive order to institute a moratorium on
Oh,
it, and but even before that, no executions have been carried out since 2006 in California. So they technically have it, but it never happens now.
okay. Oh,
But it
here.
could. I mean, it could.
Yeah, I don't think they will. I think he would just be in prison for life.
Yeah.
Is my guess. But yeah, people saying like, "Oh, they wouldn't want that." It's like you can't really speak. I would guess that like a parent wouldn't want that for their kid, but you can't really speak for someone that's passed. Like the
Yeah, and we
internet gets
also
weird with
don't,
stuff like that.
not that it would make it any better, but we also don't know what he was struggling with currently, and that's why it's going to take such a long time for this to go through this process. Is he struggled with drugs, he has severe mental health problems, and I mean, either way, right, something has to happen. He can't just be out on the street ever again, right?
No,
Clearly not.
like,
But
ooh.
what kind of extent that it will be pushed, who knows? But yeah, serious mental health issues, drug abuse, not a good combination.
No, not at all. He'll stay in jail. He's rich and white. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
that seems to be the verdict here. Either that or they're gonna send him to like some kind of like mental institution. Like he said he's got
Gotta send him to
mental
Arkham.
He's got to go to Arkham, and that was like
Segue!
You segued on accident. That was great. She's even better than I am. So, what are your thoughts on this? We haven't talked about this yet. Scarlett Johansson is rumored to be playing Gilda Gold in the Batman Part 2, Harvey Dent's wife.
I mean, sure, right? I'm sure that she could probably play this role. How important is this role going to be? Maybe 2 minutes in the movie, 3 minutes in the movie. I can't really expect them to push it any further than that. But it seems like that would probably be a lot of money for a small cameo.
Yeah, unless they pull something where like something happens to him and then she like takes over.
Yeah.
I want to see what she looks like in the comics. Hold on, I pulled it up real quick because I'm not very familiar with Harvey's wife.
I think that I think no matter who she plays, you're just gonna see Scarlett Johansson. So this is the problem. It's like the character could look wildly different either way. You're only going to see this one character or this one actress. So
Yeah, I guess I wonder if they're gonna give her black hair. Looks like she's blonde in some of it. We'll see. Not that like really matters. Yeah, I don't have much of a take 'cause I don't know much about her.
She has had some longer and like bigger story arcs. It's not like she's just like this small side character, but my problem is that how are they going to flesh out her character, right? When you've got all of these other important characters as well. Like you're going to have to flesh out Harvey Dent. We know Penguin's going to be in it. There's rumors about Sophia Falcone. Like we're talking about a lot of characters that they're going to be throwing at the screen. Court of Owls potentially. So like she's probably really just going to be a name that, oh wow, hey, I know that character. A lot of people are going to say they can reference back and refer back to a version like in the Long Halloween, but will this actually be important to the overall, like, the Batman universe? Probably not.
No, I don't think so. At least she's not gonna play like what do we think, like some judge or like some reporter that's gonna
Yeah,
be annoying. So, but I mean, she could be. They could have her be annoying as his wife. I guess we'll
right.
see. I just this seems like a very small role to throw her in on. So I feel like they're gonna make it a little bigger than it should be, and that might not be a good thing. I don't know. I really think they don't know what they're doing with Batman Part Two
I
because why
agree.
is it taking so long? I think they may have had some kind of blueprint. Well, at least I hope so. God, I hope so. But then the Penguin did so well that they went back and started over, or they had to change some stuff, and then Zoe Kravitz left. So like, wait a minute, they're like, scrambling to figure out what they're doing with Catwoman. If she's out, if they're recasting, like,
Well, yeah, so they faced a lot of big problems with the Batman because originally it was supposed to be the Batman, then the next year the Penguin, then the year after that it was supposed to be the Batman Part 2, but because you had the pandemic which had happened, but then the Hollywood strikes right after, it delayed everything. It delayed so many projects, and then you had Robert Pattinson working on these other movies and TV shows. Colin Farrell's been pretty busy as well. So, like, it's just this recipe for disaster, which sucks because, again, I thought that it was pretty good. I would be excited to see the Batman Part 2. But yeah, I think that they lost their direction and they sort of, I don't want to say completely gave up, but they might have had an idea and then the Penguin was so special to a lot of people they wanted to increase his role because when the Penguins promotional events were going on, Colin Farrell basically said, yeah, I'm only supposed to be in the Batman for like 3 minutes, or the Batman Part 2 for like 3 minutes, and that's it. And now they saw how successful it was and they were like, oh, we have to scramble to change things, and they're losing actors and who knows?
it's
Sounds
all
like a
bad.
disaster. Yeah.
Yeah, I hope it's not bad, but
No faith.
we'll see.
Hollywood
No.
sucks. Low expectations always.
Yes. But you know what? It's getting to that time. I wasn't sure. Is there anything else you want to cover before we briefly talk about our movie this week?
No, I'm
We
good.
did it. We did it. We weren't sure
We
because we were
did.
started a half hour later, but I would love to see Vara as Dr. Pamela Isley. She is Ivy. She's her.
That's me.
Maybe
Don't
next
wear
year
it
for
out.
Halloween. Maybe next year for Halloween we can get Vara to do Ivy.
Lots of ideas.
Lots. We've got so much time to plan. So this week we thought we would do a Christmas movie, and next week we're also going to do a Christmas movie, but it's going to be on back to horror. But we decided while you were sleeping. It's an old one, but a good one. When there was still faith in Hollywood.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Sandra Bullock is the rom-com queen, and you could not change my mind on that. She's so good.
She is, and we talk so much about comedy and how rom-coms now are, I don't want to necessarily say dead, but so many of them are so lackluster. And I think a big problem is that Sandra Bullock has not been replaced in Hollywood. There's nobody that quite plays her roles like as well as she did in the 90s in these rom-coms like While You Were Sleeping. Plus, you also had a star-studded cast in this,
Oh
but
yeah.
man, it's tough. It's tough to see movies like this that were so fun and so good and so lighthearted, and then you see the slop that Hollywood puts out now. We're talking about like Bill Pullman, who his son has now gotten into Hollywood. He was in Thunderbolts, he was in Top Gun. So I mean that's cool to see, like father like son, but yeah, someone like Sandra Bullock is sorely missed in Hollywood in these roles now.
Absolutely. What and what was the last I'm trying to think. I think we talked about this already. What was the last movie that Sandra did?
Oh, what's it called? It was I don't remember off the top of my head. I know she had done like Bird Box back in 2018. The Unforgivables was like 2021. But she's also doing Practical Magic 2.
Oh yeah, I'm not excited for that though. I love the first Practical Magic, but I really don't think that needs a sequel.
Yeah, she was in Bullet Train as well.
Oh yeah, that's right. But yeah, While You Were Sleeping, if you haven't seen it, it's 1995. It's a romance comedy, but it's not like super chick flick. Like it is, but it isn't. Like either like watch it with your ladies if you like. I'm sure they would love it, but like gentlemen, you can watch it yourself and probably still enjoy it. It's a nice, warm-hearted Christmas movie.
It
And
is,
and it
yeah.
is funny. It has this funny that's the thing about Sandra Bullock too. Like it's like, yeah, rom-com queen, but she's funny.
Oh, she is. Yeah.
She's
So if anybody in chat hasn't seen it, basically her character Lucy becomes infatuated with a commuter because she works at the transit authority, and he is mugged, pushed onto train tracks. She saves him, and then the hospital staff believes that she is his fiance, but then she falls in love with his brother.
Yeah, it sounds silly, but it's actually a good story. And the reason why the hospital staff thinks that is because she became like infatuated with him, and she's just like, I'm gonna marry him.
Yeah.
And like one of the nurses hears that, and she's like, oh, that's his fiance. And like she keeps trying to say like no, but then like his family is like, he kind of like fell off with his family, right? Because you're thinking like, how the heck would they think that he was engaged to her if that's like their son, their brother, whatever? Because he kind of fell out of touch with his family a bit, and they're like, "Oh, she's like our way to, you know, get in touch with him again and like reconnect with him." So like while he's like in a coma, she's going to like their house for Christmas and stuff. It sounds silly, but it's like it's very like good 90s cheesy comedy. And
It
it's
is.
great
And
to watch
Sandra
during Christmas
Bullock
time.
has made
Yeah.
so many good movies like that. Of course, my favorite is with Keanu Reeves, The Lake House. We need to get you to watch that
I
as
did.
well.
I did.
Oh, you
I loved
did?
it. I loved it. I think didn't I text you when I was watching
I
it?
don't
Probably.
remember.
I think I might have, but I
Maybe. It
did.
might have
I
been a couple
loved
weeks
it.
ago.
Yeah, it
I knew
was.
you would like that one too.
Loved it. It was so cute. I will listen. The loves that never happened. Sandra Bullock and Keanu Reeves
They
in
would have been an
another
amazing Hollywood power
in
couple.
another timeline. They got married and they were just like Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn.
Yeah.
Like together forever. They would have, because it's how cute is that? They both had a crush on each other and they never
That's
said anything.
wild.
Like unspoken words can really
I
do
hope
some
that
damage with them.
I hope that there's an actress in Hollywood that could be paired up with Bill Pullman's son because he looks so similar to him.
He does.
He could probably single-handedly revive the well, I don't want to say revive rom-coms, but the style of rom-coms we used to get. Like sure, he did great in Top Gun Maverick. He did really good in Lessons in Chemistry. That was actually with Brie Larson. He was fine in Thunderbolts, just wasn't my favorite, movie ever, but he's got a lot of potential.
He does. Agreed. So While You Were Sleeping, it's nothing new. It's old, but we both really enjoy this movie.
It's
and
a
if you haven't seen
classic.
it's a
It's a
classic
nice
for a
holiday
reason.
film.
It is. It really is.
Oh yeah, Sandler and Drew Barrymore were also a very good rom-com couple.
They were oh my gosh, Wedding Singer, so freaking funny. And then also 50 First Dates.
Yeah.
Weren't they dating for real during the Wedding Singer time? I know they dated
I don't
for a little bit.
remember.
Yeah.
I do not know.
Sandler and Drew Barrymore were good, but I still think that the Sandra Bullock holds the crown for rom-com queen. Because like
Yeah.
it's not even that she has to be paired up with like a single like kind of like she just works well with everyone she's paired up with, whether it's like just comedy with another female or romance like with a guy.
Yeah.
So good.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10 for Sandy. So next week we're gonna go back into horror. I have to watch this still. I still have not watched
Fun.
it. Wait, what it's what is it called again?
It's called
not Silent-
Violent Night.
I almost said Silent Night. I'm like, it's not Silent Night. What is it? Violent Night with David Harbour.
Yes.
Meant to watch that when it came out. I actually wanted to see it in theaters, but never got around to it. So
Very
watch it.
like it's dark, it's comedic.
So
it's
dark
kinda,
comedy.
it's kind of like Die Hard and Home Alone.
Okay. So it's definitely a Christmas movie.
It is. It is. It's so good.
So good. So that's what we're going to be reviewing next week. And next week we will be on Vara's channel. I finally made commands, so I can just do that and it shows everyone's links.
Wow.
I know, look at me, I'm like super professional. But
Easy peasy.
I'll still do what Vara does, which I'll like. It's so easy for me to get to Vara's channel because all I gotta do is hit my notifications, and I swear she's always the first one.
Well, I do release things like 80 times a day, so
Yeah, I'm always like, let's see what's Vara up to. Let me just click on my notification bell. I don't even gotta search her.
yeah. It's okay.
Yeah, it makes it simple for me. So thank you. I appreciate your hard work. Very useful. But yes, you guys already know. Get on over there. Subscribe if you haven't. I'm sure you have, but if not, you're missing out on, extreme game content. Not just a little bit, like extreme.
To the max.
Yes. But yeah, so next week we'll be over on Vara's channel. Anything else that you want to talk about?
Not really, no. Of course, you guys know where to find me on both of my YouTube accounts. My second one where I post my reviews, of course, every Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern, Vera Virtue Show. Mondays, FML, and then Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays, Sundays, I stream video games.
Yes, she does. And look out for Resident Evil 5 coming soon.
Soon, we have to.
Very soon. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for maybe some gaming in the morning, but I might rest a bit in the morning before my afternoon stream. We'll see, because I'm still very addicted to Light Up the Town.
The holiday season's almost over. Play while you can.
I know, exactly. So they'll most likely be a little Light Up the Town stream in the morning. But thank you guys so much for hanging out today, and so sorry again for being a bit late, but you guys are just so nice. You didn't even care, so we appreciate it. And we'll see you next week. Next week it's going to be on Tuesday.
Yes,
Wednesday is I almost forgot, because Wednesday is Christmas Eve. We're going to be busy. We're gonna be busy with family. So next week, Tuesday, will be on Vara's channel, 9 p.m. Eastern. We'll remind you guys. Don't worry.
Yeah, I'll make sure to remind you guys over the next couple of days. But the holidays change up our schedules a little bit, but that's okay. We'll still be here.
Yes, we will. And that's it. We're out, guys. Have a wonderful rest of your night, and we will see you next week.
Bye.